He did call to say he'd be late.
Still not the way to make a good first impression.
Well, he's here now. Ahmed, come on in. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
How was traffic?
Traffic was fine, no problem. I'm sorry for being late. We had a family emergency. Nothing to worry about. Everything's okay now. But I am sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, we're glad you could make it. Ahmed, let me introduce you to Bob Johnson, our manager of environmental project.
How do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Johnson? How do you do? Very pleased to meet you.
The team lead reports to Bob. And Joseph Cardinal, our compliance manager.
Nothing personal. I have a cold.
Well, thank you for letting me know. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Mr. Cardinal.
Please, have a seat. Would you like something to drink?
Do you have coffee?
Yes.
With sugar, please.
You don't find our coffee a little weak?
As long as it's sweet, I like it. Speaking of coffee, I noticed a Montreal Canadiens mug in the lobby. Is not everyone here Oiler fans?
Well, everyone in our group certainly is. You like hockey, do you?
Well, my game is football, soccer. But I've learned to appreciate hockey and hope to take in a game one of these days.
You know, we're running a little bit behind schedule, so perhaps we can get started.
Good idea. Ahmed, we're going to ask you some questions, and when we're finished, you'll have an opportunity to ask your own. Would you like to begin, Bob?
Okay, first question. Could you tell us what motivates you to work for our company?
Oh, yes, of course. Two of your colleagues have told me what a great place to work this is. I have researched your company, and you have an impressive reputation internationally. It would be mutually beneficial for your company and me to take up the challenge to continually adapt to the latest reclamation techniques, so to guarantee your company's strong environmental record. In Brazil, I made connections from China, India, US. In Fort McMurray, I met professionals from all across Canada. This experience can help your company.
And what about this position with our environmental services as a senior project team leader? What interests you about it, and how does it align with your career goals?
Well, while working on ecosystem restoration in Brazil, we needed to take into account ecological, economic, and social concerns before development could begin. This involved a deep study in the forests and rivers. It's fascinating work. Now, to get good results from a team, you must have passion for your work, and an enthusiastic leader will inspire his team to follow. The challenge comes in finding solutions to specific environments. Methods must be adapted. In Brazil, you have the Amazon River and the Rio de la Plata. Up here, you have the Athabasca and the North Saskatchewan. In the jungle, you have ocelots and jaguars. Here, you have wolves and cougars. All mammals, but unique. The same, but different.
Okay, moving right along. Joseph?
Yeah. Ahmed, can you describe a time, a recent time, where you had to motivate your team members to complete a project on time and on budget? What approach did you use?
Well, I've had many such times, but one very recent. The team was making good progress, but then our client in Texas asked for the work to be finished more quickly. They thought that the project was taking too long, and because of this, it was costing too much money. They said speed up. So it was my responsibility to get the team to perform better. The first thing was to get everyone together for some team building activities. This became an ongoing process, important to keep the team in harmony. and it was very successful. Soon everyone was cooperating and working in perfect synchrony. At the end of the year, the president of the company recognized our team for being a top performing one, being on time and on budget. Our client became a good one with returning business.
Right. Now, can you give us an example of a recent time when you managed conflict between team members? What did you do, and what was the outcome?
Well, with conflict, it is important to discuss with everyone individually, to listen to their suggestions, then to bring them together. Good results are arrived at when accord is established. In a recent project, the forestry head thought that hydrology was taking too long to produce their report, and that this was the reason for the lateness of the project. But on the other hand, the chief hydrologist said it was risky going faster. He said forestry was wasting resources. They were both blaming each other for the delays and the cost overruns. It was intolerable. So I discussed it with the chief hydrologist and the chief forestry engineer, first alone, then together. And with this tactic, they were led to a solution. Hydrology found an approach to work faster, and forestry found a method to save money. So well, in fact, that the project was included in the president's year-end message as a great success.
Is there anything you would do differently next time?
Well, leaders can learn from their employees. A good leader will consult his trusted subordinates and give deep thought to their opinions. But, of course, it is the leader who will make the final decision. It is important to know that team building is best done over time.
Maybe you can handle the next question, Sashi.
You bet. Ahmed, could you tell us what makes you a good candidate for this position?
Well, in Brazil, our projects involved both in situ and ex situ remedial design and implementation. By using cutting-edge technology, we generated innovative, timely solutions to the challenges we faced. Of course, the success of such interdisciplinary approach depended on motivating individuals to share their individual expertise too, and working well with others. Such skills would be valuable for your company.
Well, we've asked you our questions. Do you have one of your own?
I would like to know about your company's loyalty program.
We have what I think is a really interesting approach, one that relates employee feedback to our reward system. The idea is to enhance the relationship between organizational goals on the one hand, and on the other, participation in special projects above and beyond an employee's primary responsibilities. And I could fill you in on the details at a later date. Anything else?
Thank you for the opportunity to meet with you.
Very nice meeting you. Thanks for coming in.
My colleague Peter Howell asked me to pass his regards to you.
It was nice to meet you, Ahmed.
Be well, Joseph.
Thanks again for coming in. We'll be in touch sometime next week.
Thank you.